yes, hello there.
Hello. Are we on?
Yes, I believe we are.
Yes, hello, Sir Pigeon. Sir Pigeon.
A very fine day we're having here, Peterson. I would like to make a benign comment about the weather.
Oh, please do.
Yes, would you happen to provide me with one of those bangers that we prepared from last week's episode?
Oh, certainly.
Yes.
I shall inquire into our inventory.
They're looking quite scrumptious. I believe there's one on the floor just there.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Shit. Hold on. That one.
Oh, let me... that's looking quite delicious, Ted, I must say. I'm gonna...
Don't eat that much.
Quite... Oh, I'm actually gonna throw up.
Is that bad, is it? Is that... welcome back, everybody. We're, welcome back. I'm, of course, Ted Teagarden.
And I am Mark Pigeon.
And with us, as always, is you guys, chat, in the chat room. So tell us, how are you going?
Yeah.
We've got an episode I've been waiting a long time for.
Oh, yes?
I really have. Fine Arts.
Fine Arts.
It's been, what,
classic.
11 weeks now?
Yes,
11 weeks?
Ted's been begging for this episode ever since we've begun the show.
I've been begging the producer. I just said, give me Fine Arts.
Exactly. Fine Arts. Who are they? What do they want? And why are they so gosh darn expensive?
Well, that's right. Now we're going to take a look into what is the culture of it? Why how does it provide insight into the past, the future, and the present? Mark, what are your thoughts on fine art?
Well, of course, Ted. I love fine arts, and I'm a very
No, go on.
Because let's find out, actually, shall we?
Okay.
My name is Markus Bradley, and welcome back to What is Art? You may be asking yourself, what is fine art? And why is it just fine? Why can't it be excellent? Why do we as a society value art so much? Is it love? Lust? Death? Or something to post on your Instagram? I quite like those little stories. Do we define art, or does it define us? Does it create a beautiful self-awakening, or draw the creators into a downward spiral? Mark Pigeon could tell you that answer, but he's too ashamed to admit he makes ASMR for a group of 32 people.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mark Pigeon here. I'm doing another ASMR video for you.
So the next time that you see a piece of fine art, really see it. Do me a favor and ask yourself, why can't it be excellent?
Well, that was a wonderful little video, I must be honest.
Yes.
Yeah, fine art really is quite important to our culture. And look, what are you doing?
Sorry, I think I got my notes mixed up from...
That's fine. Well, we were just trying to run the
I was up all last night trying to get my uni assignments in. You know how it is. Things get...
Well, okay.
Well, I do have this, actually. I've got a post-colonial look at the mining standards in East Canada. So if you're interested in looking at that...
That's great, Mark, but it's I don't know if that's fine art. I think...
It could be. Could be art. So let me see
Could
that.
be?
Just
That couldn't be art. What do you mean that could be art? How is that? No. Mark, you can't just scribble on the paper.
Well, I don't get it. I don't understand fine art, okay? Why is it so expensive? What is happening? People pay millions of dollars for some scribbles on a page.
Well, I don't know if anyone would pay millions for that, but...
Maybe they would.
But, look, there's a few things.
Okay.
Provenance is one of them.
Yeah.
So, provenance is who previously owned it, right? So,
right, of course.
Say you contracted, an STI. Obviously, that might be very costly and painful. But you could say you got it from Mark's older sister. So,
excuse me.
There's value to that. And then authenticity is obviously the second one. Whether it's real or not. If I show up with a blue eyes white dragon to the Yu-Gi-Oh card to the office,
okay,
and someone tells me it's not real, they might not let me play the game. There's also significance. So how much does it contribute to the culture? Right. And so take for example your fridge in your kitchen. There's only so much room, so some of your child's art's going to have to go.
Oh, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to pick the most
classic.
significant ones.
Yeah.
And last off, we have attribution, which I actually forgot what that is. You know what attribution is?
I think attribution is who the painting's attributed to.
Oh, right. Yeah. So if the news was presented by Ted, it would be more valuable than if it was presented by Mark, for example.
Well, if the painting was done by Mark Pigeon, it would be more valuable than the painting from Ted.
Well, the painting from Ted went to college for art, actually.
Well, Mark has a hot sister, so...
Well, Ted slept with Mark's hot sister.
Excuse me?
Shouldn't have said that on. Moving on. Ted, tell me about you wanted to bring a new form of art to the show, which I was a bit unsure about. So
right.
I thought fine art would talk about the classics.
Exactly. Well, it begs the question to me, at least, what makes a painting good?
Yeah,
is there brushstroke technique? Is it? I come across this new form of art, right? Mm-hmm. AI created art.
Oh no.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I know, but it's not.
But these programs, they can create like incredible, beautiful pieces of art within seconds, right? Does that factor into the economy at all?
Well, if it's
fine art,
made within seconds, is it really art? Art is laborious often. That's what it's known for,
Okay, but
the tortured artist.
But what if I hit you with something like this? Can we put it up? There we go. That's the first one.
Wow! And so who painted this? This is really
so that's
lovely.
Anthony Irving.
Anthony Irving.
Yeah, they call him AI for short.
Wow.
He's a beautiful painter. So this piece is called University Fine Art.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So obviously you can see the line brushstroke.
Actually.
Yeah, it's beautiful. What about this one? What would you say?
Well, it looks a bit like a modern building. It's
right.
What's the title of this one?
It's a bit abstract. This one's called the Newsroom Independent.
Oh, I see they've taken creative license with getting rid of some of the mold in the corners.
They do. They have the classic newsroom yellow there with the like a paper.
Right, yeah. And newspaper in there.
Yeah.
And I think that's Mark's sister up in the corner.
No, I don't think that's Mark's sister in the corner.
We got anything else here?
I think we got one more. No. Oh, actually, this one.
What's this? Tell me what this is.
So this one you'll never guess, but it's Mark Pigeon eating a hot dog.
Oh yeah, there's a little pigeon there. There's a hot dog.
That was me as a child. That's actually a photograph.
Huh. Oh, is it a photo? So that's not part of the... How did that get in the collection?
Well, it can still be fine art if it's a photograph.
Yeah,
so,
no, I agree with that.
I think we got one more. This one actually is probably the most accurate of the paintings
that's ghastly, isn't it?
From AI. Well, that's actually titled Ted Teagun's Home.
Why?
Which is
Why
it's
is that?
Interesting. Well, because I've seen your home actually, Ted, and it does quite look like that. It's very interesting.
No, I think they've taken a bit of creative license.
I don't know how
there.
you live like that, actually.
My walls are cream.
That's well, there's something else on those walls there. I'm not going to go into what that might be, but...
Ketchup. It's ketchup, Mark.
Yeah,
I told you that when you came over. Now, look, I don't know if artificial intelligent art is really what we wanted to discuss. I'm trying to get to the essence of fine art, the classics.
Yeah.
And I wanted to talk to a very good friend of mine, actually, Ronaldo Peterson. He's an art connoisseur.
Connoisseur,
the finest grade. Yes.
Oh yes, of course.
Ronaldo, my dear friend, are you there?
Yes, salutations, gentlemen.
Oh, lovely to have you, Ronaldo. It's finally...
Oh, it's an honor to be here. I do love the news program.
Oh,
Quite
thank you.
vigorous discussions regularly.
Yes, very intellectual stuff going on right here. It's finally I'm glad to have somebody who knows what they're talking about on the show, finally.
I am considered an expert.
So you're an art collector. So can you tell us what art you've collected?
Well, in my private inventory, the contents include the painting Boy with Apple, the 1932 classic, My Compadre Kevin on a Ledge and Feces.
Oh, of course.
Egbert by Harry Baslington, the 1942 version.
Right, of course.
And the Mona Lisa.
The Mona Lisa. You have that?
Yes, but it's actually the NFT version.
Oh, the NFT version.
But it's worth considerably more than the real one, actually.
Wow.
Oh, interesting.
If you're interested, actually, in investing in NFTs, well, of course, if you want to listen for a moment about
I don't know if we got enough time. Ronaldo,
okay, yes, we'll continue on.
Let's talk about that over polo sometime.
Of course.
What I was thinking about saying was that Ronaldo is obviously a great friend of mine.
Yes, of course.
And I wanted to know, Ronaldo, what is... what do you love about art the most? What makes you collect art?
I love a lot of things about art. It's a reflection upon humanity and it's... did I mention I have a master's from Princeton for the study of fine art and literature?
Oh,
so I'm considered quite an expert on the matter.
Right. Well, yeah, actually, I'm studying as well. I'm actually getting... I'm doing, instead of fine arts, it's actually literature. Instead of literature, it's just creative writing. But they just teach you about like grammar and stuff.
It's a diploma, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a diploma.
That's all right. So it's education.
That's nice, darling, but you see, Princeton's one of the world's most renowned universities, and, well, to be quite blunt, I'm sure you're not out on this program, but your little diploma is nothing but a fart in the wind compared to what I have.
What did he say?
Oh well, Ronaldo, let's keep it polite on the show.
Quite.
I wanted to ask you. You have a particular interest in the models, actually.
Can I just sorry, I'm going to interject here. If you're so smart, Mr. Smarty Pants Ronaldo, answer this question,
My name, you also add the fourth at the end, because I'm the fourth in a long line of...
Don't care.
Ronaldo Peterson.
Answer this question.
Ronaldo Peterson the fourth.
Okay, the fourth.
Continue with your inquiry.
Okay, Ronaldo 4. When's Ronaldo 5 coming out? So,
Mark,
answer this
you
question.
Can have to leave if you...
Knock knock.
Oh, someone's at the door? Who's there?
Art seller.
Art seller who?
Art seller. More like fart smeller.
Mike. Ronaldo, have you killed my good dear friend Ronaldo, the art connoisseur?
What did you say to me? No, I didn't do anything. I think that joke was just...
Mark, I think you need 5 minutes out in the lunchroom.
No.
Grab a drink of water, come back.
I think I'm good. I think the joke was probably too high intellectually for him. I don't think he fully grasped it. He got embarrassed.
You can stay on the show. Let's move on. I want to talk about... Let's go through... We had a list, Mark. Yeah,
right.
Michelangelo.
Oh, of course, yes.
He's known for the Sistine Chapel.
Well, hold on. Before you go to Michelangelo, I just want to say this is what I hate about university, you know? You know, I just... like... it doesn't. There's no focus on learning, right? It doesn't matter what you learn at university. It's just there's no standardized curriculum, so it's like it's not really what you learn at university. It's sort of where you go to university, and I think that's what makes it sort of uneven. Do you understand? And it puts you into debt in the long run too, and it's quite meaningless once you get down the road. I have to say. So we wanted to hear from you guys actually. What do you guys hate about university?
Mark, we have a schedule. We don't have a time. We need to.
What do you guys? We got a caller on. Was the first caller?
Hey guys.
Hey.
Well, going to university just really made me lose my passion for what I love. I mean, ever since I was little, I've always wanted to be a finger painter and just do finger painting. You know, like where you stick your fingers in the paint and then you do finger painting. I've always wanted to do that, so I did the finger painting course at Melbourne University. Of
course, yeah.
But I just dropped out because it just made me hate it. It just made me hate what I love.
It's really unfortunate, but very common in a university. It sort of does bring the passion out of it. Thank you for calling in though. We got another caller. Hello?
Yeah, I dropped out because I actually conducted a series of experiments that proved I was actually getting dumber.
You were getting dumber.
Yeah.
Interesting. Did you know that, Ted? University makes you dumber. That's breaking news, actually. Unrelated on a side note.
Save that for the university episode.
I actually got a lower score on my SAT when I did it in year 11 than when I did it in year 12. So I think there is a correlation with downwards.
How further you go up, you start to
go down. I think there's a peak that you hit. We got anyone else on the line that we can talk to who hates university?
Yeah, I hate university.
Can you tell us why?
It just started to feel like a burden.
Interesting. Yeah.
Care to elaborate on that, caller?
Well, no.
I think it felt like it.
University's just worn him
It's
out.
worn him down completely.
Worn him
I think
out.
that call felt like a burden to him as well.
You know what, Mark?
Yeah.
There's another burden that's icking me right now.
Okay,
I gotta be honest, it's you interjecting. I mean, come on. How hard did I push for a fine arts episode?
I know, I'm sorry.
Of this program.
I just got carried away, so we talk about university, we're done.
All right.
That's it.
All right, opening up. Michelangelo.
Okay, Michelangelo.
He's known for the Sistine Chapel.
Of course,
But there's a lot more that he ought to be known for.
Yes, exactly. He was also one of the world's most famous Ninja Turtles, actually.
Get out. I don't look at them, but it's not funny. Out. You can come back in 5 minutes. Sometimes we just need to put him out. I mean, I don't know about you, but I like to get the educational knowledge into this episode. It can't just be Ninja Turtles and bachelor parties. It's unbelievable. Okay, Michelangelo. He's really. Hang on, guys, where are you going? No, we're not done yet. Chad, are you there? Okay, Chad. We've got lots of fun, fine art talk to go through. Sometimes I turn to the masters to feel so lonely. This fine art is making me feel lonely. It reminds me of when I was a little boy, back in Paris, and my father, he said to me, I woke up this morning with this thought on my mind. My father, he worked in an art gallery, and when he passed in 1942, he left me with a painting worth millions. I had planned to sell it and live out the rest of my days in a private residence in the Cayman Islands. However, this painting, it was so beautiful. I had to keep it. I had to keep it. Come back, Mark. I need you.
Did you just call me telepathically?
No.
Why did I just hear that whole monologue?
Why? Was there a monologue?
Did you do that in French as well? Is your internal monologue in French?
I don't speak French. What are you talking about?
Wow.
Look,
How did you do that?
Well, if you felt something, perhaps that was the power of true art. Now,
Of course. Well,
what is it?
I just have to apologise before we get into it, because myself, just like many other university students, we're just feeling the pressure of like crunch time, exams and stuff. It's just really getting overwhelming, and I just wanted to get that off my chest. I think I'm done. I'm all done. No more tangents.
No. I feel equally as bad. Why were we putting a box around fine art as if things need a certain amount of prestige to give us hope and soul? Why can't the Ninja Turtles be next to Leonardo and Da Vinci as the equals in terms of enlightening a human soul?
Yeah. Well, I suppose it's just that we pay so much for these things that are supposedly meant to bring us value and stuff, and all we're left with is sort of the promise of something greater, right? So
Absolutely.
Ask yourself: is it really worth it? Are you really going to fawn over a piece of paper that just proves legitimacy of something that you might find worthless? And what does it take to create something of meaning, of value, right? Is it something learned, or is it something earned, right? Does it fulfill me with a completeness, or does it just take up space in our lives?
So, wise words, Mark. Well, I gotta ask, was that about art or about university? Anyway, I think that's a good place to end the show. We'll see you next week at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, yeah, next week.
You're frozen?
Sorry, I just got zoned out there. That was I think that was the high power giving me fine art into me.
Well, thank you all. We'll see you next week, 8 p.m. AST.
Good night, chat. Thank you all for joining us.
And good night, Australia.
Good night.
All right.
This is actually pretty good. It's not bad.
No, it's not.
It probably could.
Did you not understand what we talked about? There's all these factors that contribute to a value.
Anyone want?
No, you can't. There's no.
I got 4. I got 42 over here. In the back. Can I get a 42, 45, 45, 45, 77, disqualified. The 1, 2, 3, yeah. Can I get a 30 seconds?
450. You can't.
450 right here. Can I get another one? 2,000.
Stop that right now.
2,000 right here. Can I get
70.
600,000 million. Can I get another one? Can I get
No.
Can I get going once and going twice? No. And it's a soul to the man in the back. Can I get it? There you go. Thank you. I just made $42 million.
No, I think I just got an STI.
I will never have to pay rent again. That's crazy.
So you're gonna buy a home, you're gonna move out?
No, of course not. I'll just pay rent. I've got plenty of money.